Hey folks, it's BestInSlot. Welcome back to our Jurassic World Evolution 2 park build with the Wheel of Doom. I think I've got a modulator thing I can do now. In the last video, we built a standalone exhibit for our Scorpius Rex, these misty ruins, Maltese ruins in the swamp, and let's find out what we're doing today. We're building for 3 species today. Okay, that's exciting. I don't know why this isn't recording them, but it doesn't matter. That's future me problems. Future me's a nerd. Okay, so 3 roles. Here we go. This is going to be a larger exhibit. What we got first on the list? Parasol Office. Nice. Good choice. Laura Titan. Okay, we've got a bit of a theme going on there. We've got sort of a Hadrosaurid kind of vibe going on. Okay. Okay. Not the most inherently thrilling exhibit, I would suggest, but a nice herbivore habitat, which isn't something we build that often, so it'll be cool actually in a way to focus entirely in on the herbivores. Okay, what era are we going to be building in? Anything but Malta, please. Anything but Malta. Don't you dare, wheel. Thank you. Oh, it's going to be... Ooh, what is it? Jurassic World only? God, that was tight. Where are they going to live? I'm going to pick 2 biomes. Okay, desert, not one we've done before, that's interesting. Not quite sure how that's going to work in the build I've got, but that's fine. Please don't be something horrible to mix with the desert. If this is like swamp or something. And grasslands, okay, that's probably a good one, probably one of the better ones. Nice biome, bro. Grasslands and desert, we've had grasslands several times now, I think 3 times. I can see grasslands and desert working. Maybe we can do like an oasis kind of thing or something like that. I'm not sure. Let's head into game and we'll figure something out. Okay, folks, here we go. In what is probably my 7th or 8th attempt at doing this video, I've tried a gajillion ideas. I'm having a bit of a rough day. Having a bit of a rough week. Not going to pretend otherwise. So I've really struggled today. This is my last attempt. I'm going to make this bloody work. I'm not going to promise anything spectacular. But we're going to build something. We're going to build the habitat that we've been meaning to build. I've been sitting here for about 4 hours or 5 hours and have achieved, as you can see, nothing. The only thing I've done is extend this area out beyond here. The problem with this area here, I was going to build the exhibit here initially, but it's kind of sitting in the shadow of the mountain. Now, that sounds very dramatic, but the problem with that really is that it's dark and you don't get any contrast from the light, and it makes your exhibits look really boring. So I've just made this into like a little nature walk sort of thing through the trees with a little fence along the sides. We'll put some decorations and neaten all this up in the future, but it's just there so that we can start building in this area for this habitat. Now, I've spent a long time thinking about what we're going to do today, and I do have, finally, I think, an idea that I like. So what we're going to do is we're going to start building our tour track. Using probably the Jurassic Tour, because, you know, it's Jurassic themed today, you know, makes sense, Jurassic World themed, I should say, rather than the Jurassic Park cars. And the idea is that we're going to integrate this Jurassic Tour into this build, but it's also going to be then part of other builds. It's kind of going to split off from here and go on to do fantastic things with its life. So let's give this a go. It's been a long day. I don't know what's wrong with me today, other than Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool, which is obviously deeply upsetting for everybody. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to edit the... I'm just going to have a bit of track there and a bit of track there, so I know... Oh, is that arrow new? Just so I know... I want to see... I want that. I like this. I think that looks really cool. I don't know if that's weird, but I do think it looks really cool. So I kind of want that to sit... Maybe we could have it sitting like right there, actually. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Have something like that. A little bit further to the right. This is going to look funky, but I'm in a funky mood. After how today's gone, I'm feeling very funky. What can I say? I mean, it doesn't not make sense to have it, you know, have the little parking area, or little waiting area right there in front of the door. Let's just fill this in over here. Lovely jubbly. Right, and then you'll take this path on to the rest of the habitat. Well, this is going to go, that's going to skirt besides the habitat, I think. Okay, okay, okay. And we'll do a dual layer, and maybe tomorrow's exhibit can be over here on the right hand side. I'm thinking I might just build this up into like an innovation center and stuff like that, but we do have a tour track going through, so maybe another exhibit here, but we'll see. But let's focus on today's build. So my thought, I really want to do a bridge going over the path, and that's why I wanted the path here. So the car tour is going to... Right, first of all, actually, first things first, we must murder many trees. Smokey the Bear would hate me, but it's okay because he doesn't exist. Maybe Smokey the Bear does exist. Maybe there's a real bear out there that was like the inspiration for Smokey. I don't know. I'm not American. If you're American, please let me know all you know about Smokey the Bear. So, I'm going to have a car go in, go up a little hill, right? And then cut back across. So you're going to go in, and it's going to show you a tour of our habitat. It's probably going to come out to about here. And then it's going to go on a bridge. The bridge has to be straight, but the bridge is going to cut along here. And hopefully, I just really like the idea of walking along and having the car track go over your head. I think that looks really cool. Every time I see other people do that, I really want to do that, and I've never done it before. So I'll show you how I do this. It's a bit tricky and it can look a little finicky, but we're going to do our best. So we're going to grab a monorail, and the bit that the car goes on the monorail is actually underneath the monorail. It's this, see this bit here? The struts basically off the monorail is what the car rides along, essentially. So what we can do is stick together a few monorails. That's going to speed things up, make things a little bit easier, I think, in theory. Okay, let's just do that for now. And we're going to grab all those. We've advanced. Let's do that. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, this is a modded thing, in case that wasn't obvious. And then we can rotate that, as you can see. And that looks funky. Okay, and then we can sink that down. And that's not bad for a straightaway first attempt. Not bad at all. Look at that. Okay, and then that would sit over there. Like so. Bam. And the car can actually drive over that. Now we want to thicken that up. We want to make that like a triple or something. But the car will actually drive along that. And if we combine some like land at the other side, the car will go from land onto this. So we can have it go over the exhibit in part, and then we can have it drive over our tour vehicle, our path area over here. So I'm just going to extend these out a little bit. We'll join these together at some point. There you go. Is that even? Yeah, cool. Okay. And yeah, we'll put some struts on there, we'll put some decorations on there, blah, 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 blah. The challenge is now doing this a few more times and also hiding this nonsense. Look at that. Bingo, bango. Job's a good one. Alright, very nice. And it is pretty perfect, actually. I would have maybe lowered the terrain a tiny bit, but not an amount we have to worry about. So in theory, the car track will be capable of going up and along here. And then we'll build an exhibit. It's fine. And we'll worry about that in a minute, alright? That's future me problems. Let me kill some of these trees. Okay, now we've got weirdness going on over here as well. This is the first time today I felt like maybe I'll be able to finish this video. I'm not kidding when I say it's been tormenting me all day long. I didn't want to leave it. Like, I know it's been a couple of weeks since we did this. I've been doing other things, yada, yada, yada. I know it's been a couple of weeks since we did the build. I didn't want to, you know, leave it any longer. Neglect those of you who've been looking forward to it, you know? Like, I've been neglecting a bajillion other things right now that also need a little bit of sorting out. But that's my problem. That's not your problem. Can I do anything over here? Can I? Ah! Didn't think that would work. Have I made a terrible mistake? Yes. God damn it. Right, I need to move him again. Don't do anything with the terrain. Lesson learned. Smooth it out. So we smooth this out now, and you'll see that already that's working a whole lot better. So tour route. It's going to go up here, around here. And then it's all about getting this shape here. We want this to be straight, basically. And that isn't quite yet. That's okay. Okay, we'll leave that there. So basically, they're just following the tour track, but it will work. And I'll tell you what, if we just finish this off for now, I'll say we'll have to do more changes on this later. A little annoyed I never got this quite straight, but that should now work. So I'm going to let that go, and hopefully we'll be able to see this, see if it works. Choo-choo! I'm going to bring this in as well. Now that we've got a nice smooth track there. Okay, up the hill. Over the hill and far away. I might redo the track and try to make it a straight line, but let's just see if this actually works, if I've remembered how this bloody works. That's the important thing. Bumps on, and then... do-do-do-do, do-do-do. It's a little bumpier than I would like. But it works. It is a little bumpy though, isn't it? It's also taller than I thought it was going to be. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do. I can smooth out the bumpiness over time, but it works. What's going to happen at the end? Oh no. It just carries on going. The little truck tour that could. Okay, right, fantastic. Let's I'm just going to kill this for now. The bumpiness has nothing to do with the track, it's just because this is, you know, you can see already, like you see that a little bit there. It's just not... If I just take the time and sit here and do it, I can make it perfectly smooth. It's gonna take a lot of time. So we're not gonna do that right now. Not in the mood. Okay, so what I want, I like the idea of this being a little bit of a cliff. Is that okay still? Yep, that's fine. Bring that in a little bit over there as well. Gotta make sure it's not gonna send the vehicles careening off an edge or something. Or what if we maybe grab a few... Okay, let me try this out. So I'm going to grab a few of these. Let's get that lined up nicely. Control. That's probably plenty. Grab them all, and then I'm just going to freeform it. Got them. Grab them all. I'm not going to freeform it. Why are you doing? Why are you being like this? That's fine. That's fine. Rotate it around, straighten it up a little bit if we can. Sure. And then just raise it up. Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of works, right? That looks really good, actually. Just need a few of those, and it'll look like it's got struts. We'll stick one in the middle as well. But yeah, that'll work for. Sure, I don't know about these actually. Now that I've got those, I'm happier with those. So I think we'll probably just put a bunch of those in as the supporting bridge work, and we'll do what other people do. You know, put some decorations across the monorail and stuff like that, just to make it look a little bit more exciting in general. I think we need to think about it a little bit as an actual habitat as well, like an actual exhibit, which is concerning. Okay, so let's give that a go. Right, where is... I want this to be straight. That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Might look okay like that. Okay, so that's the car entrance. That's going to come along there. This is good because it means I can hide that in decorations, cut that down to there, and that's going to come along like so. You could have, as you see, another gate there because technically the car track is coming along there, but since it isn't actually going to go through there, it shouldn't matter. Don't think this is the fence I want though. What fence do we want? It shouldn't be like I don't want like a little baby fence, but it doesn't need to be the most intense fence in the world because it is only herbivores and they're probably pretty chill. Probably. Right. I'll fix that in a minute. So what I'm thinking is I want like a desert area and then maybe like a little oasis at the end of the desert or like a beachy sort of thing. And I also want to do a lagoon. I think a lagoon build would be a lot of fun with the RNG as well. We can kind of do something like that. And there's a thing you do. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put some water in at this far end, right? And that's going to be the beach, as it were. So this will be the exhibit, this sort of size. I want quite a lot of, probably not that much actually, but let's bring that in. So this will be the grasslands, and then that's going to sort of descend into the desert. Is going to be more like, I mean, it's still going to be a desert, but it's going to be more like an oasis desert sort of thing, I suppose. Okay, so we'll fade that out into that. And then the thing I really like that I've seen people do is you kind of have the lagoon sit against the water in the habitat. And what that does is creates like this multi-level marketing scheme, multi-level water kind of thing, basically. So let's grab these, move them up and to the side, like so, and then you've got this kind of, yeah, already just kind of like that, you know, where you've got the water and you've got the water, and it kind of sticks together almost, and I think it looks really cool. And also we can use now the back of the lagoon, this area here, is kind of like a wall for our habitat, and it means I don't have to think about that part of the habitat, which is handy. So make sure there's water all the way along there. Oh, it's already water, that's why. Oh, dope. It's like, why is it not putting water down? Oh, it is water. Okay. And next video, what I'll do is I'll build another wheel, we'll put the lagoon species in the wheel, and we'll work on a lagoon habitat, I guess. Right, so let me just turn all this into sand. So I've got a thought of what's going on. Let's kill these trees, because trees are nerds and they can't be trusted. Like, it's nice to kind of like try to build around what I've got, but what I've got is making my life very difficult sometimes, so yeah. Take what you can get. Okay, so how do we... Yeah, okay. I kind of want to raise this high. Is that crazy to raise this higher? I'm thinking we could even maybe put, like, a waterfall cascading. I think this isn't going to act as a wall unless it's higher up. So I'm going to raise the lagoon. You raise me up. So the lagoon's like this big, impressive thing, like so. I'm going to throw in a viewing dome kind of thing, kind of in the middle. This is going to blend the two sections together, as it were. That's going to plop in. Can that go there without hitting the car? Yeah, it should be able to, right? It's going to sit there. It's also going to very nicely kill one of these little annoying bits for me, which is fantastic. The challenge now is hiding all these little monorail pieces. And obviously with this, we need to grab it and we need to sink that into the ground, like so. It's kind of just a way to have something other than the viewing dome. You know, we get to mix things up a little bit, and it's still Jurassic World themed, which is perfect. Okay. Why is this a curve? Next question for myself. Why have I ended that in a curve? I guess at some point it does need to become one path, but I don't know if that happens yet. I think that probably doesn't happen quite yet. That carries on there. Ooh, hello. Ooh, interesting. For this, maybe? I could make like a... I don't know. Are you interesting? I don't know. Let me just shush. Stop talking. Bear with me. Are you I think you are interesting, but not for this. I think we could do a really cool Jurassic Park inspired exhibit with this. If you had this next to some terrain and then like a drop at the other side, you could do like a T-Rex exhibit from Jurassic Park. I think that could look really cool, actually. Okay, we're going to do that next episode. Right, just so you're aware, that's what we're doing next episode. No matter what we get, we're making it work with that. Unless it's like Malta themed. We're not doing Malta themed again, it's too many times. Okay, went and did some decoration work. Just had to, I just needed to zone out for 20 minutes. God, man, like 40 minutes. Just needed to zone out for a little while and just try to make this work for me. I'm still not sure it does, but I like it more now. Focus on the left-hand side basically entirely because obviously the right-hand side will be another habitat down the line. So let's just take a little look here. Walk in, lovely jubbly, Jurassic tour, some dinosaurs. We've got our park map over there. Balance your lifestyle. Get some Coca-Cola. You walk forward and you got your waiting area right here. So I actually quite like the whole shebang here. Like heads down there. You've got your little area in here you can hop in. And then we've got an area down here. So I put some shelters in. And obviously you're meant to be looking over into the habitat. If you so choose, you emerge into here. You've got some viewing areas. And then this will crisscross into the right-hand side as well. It all needs more work, but I hate it less than I did. This right-hand side, I think, might end up, as I say, like an innovation center and stuff like that. How I'm going to make that work with the car, I don't know. I don't mind. We could do more shops and stuff here, and the monorail track can go above the shops. I don't think that would be a problem. And then kind of hit a ridge behind it and come back down. That could work. I'm going to think about that before the next video. But for the good of my mental health, we're going to move on. So yeah, little viewing areas using some of the modded shelters. Stuck one of those in there as well. So really the main thing we need to focus on is making the habitat itself look less rubbish. And, you know, getting some dinosaurs and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get some rocks first of all. Right, we need a big old rock to cover. There we go, lovely, and let's get some little ones dotted around so that looks a little bit less suspicious. Okay, got to cover these little bits up. There's not much we can do about it. Let's go for, where's my lovely temperate? There's my lovely temperate. Bam. Ooh, what path? What path are you talking about? There's no path here. Nowadays. Making up lies to make me seem silly. I won't stand for it. Maybe we'll cover that one with something a bit bushier. Like a bush. Right, so this is grassland, isn't it? So, temperate, I guess. Is bush going to work? Oh, I don't know how much bush works these days. If I put loads of bush in, is that going to look weird? Is that too much bush? I can't... Well, if we do this and then we grab them, right? Like so. Really takes a long time. And then we hold Y and we just sink those into the ground. That kind of works. It's like a weird little bushy thing. I'm going to throw a stone in there. This is very similar to what I would do on Planet Zoo. It's very, very similar in a lot of ways. Which is quite nice actually to celebrate that. There we go. Like, ideally, I would have little bushy bits like that over the whole exhibit, but the amount of time that would take is deeply upsetting. So, this is our grasslands on the left. We've got our viewing areas done. I'm going to put some more decos down there as well. I will work on this a little bit before the next video, but I'm moderately happy with where it's at. I do like that we've got a bridge. Love a bridge. Very happy that we've got a bridge. So that was really the main thing I wanted to get done. So how do we make a desert? And how do we make a oasis and stuff like that? So let's go into our decoration brushes, or these things over here, and we want palm trees, don't we? We want tropical, really, because we're trying to, like I said, we're trying to sell oasis into desert, into something, into the Spider-Verse. So they line there along there, and what we'll do, we'll have some of those in the lagoon as well. And then maybe they just become a little bit less of them as they sort of move over into the slightly more so this area I want to be quite arid, mainly rocks. So it's going to go oasis to arid to grasslands is the kind of the idea. Whether we can sell that or not is another kettle of fish. I think these are banana palms. These ones here. It's just a very boring habitat. Like, I like the stuff I've done around it. It's kind of growing on me, but the habitat itself is very plain. It's just too flat. I keep building flat habitats, and it annoys me. Like, the first two weren't, and then since then it's been flat, and flat annoys me. I'm well known I'm well known for flat annoying me. I think it's mainly this bit over here. Maybe needs a little bit of zhazhazhuming. I can't think of a way to make the landscape of the habitat more interesting to look at. I can't really put like a chasm in it or something like that. I can't think of a way to split it. I mean, it's got the bridge. It's got a viewing area. It's got a nest. I mean, maybe when we've got more stuff in the lagoon, it'll look more interesting, you know? Let's see how it looks from first person. No idea why the music's in my head. I mean, in part it's because we got grasslands and desert, right? There isn't much to work with in that regard. I think what we'll do in the future is if we get grassland or desert, the other one is banned, basically, because you can't really make... I kind of want some depth and some canyons and stuff like that, and you can't do it with this. I think that's the future. We've done it once. That's fine. We don't do it again. I'm just gonna soften these a little bit. They're a little bit much for my liking. Don't like the position of these stones. It's okay. It's okay. It needs more decorations. It needs more stuff. But I'm losing my mind a little bit. So let's just get some dinosaurs in here and call it a day. It'll be better by next time, I promise. So, Ankylosaurus. Oh, I liked a few of these. I like that one. That was cool. Kind of trying to go for colours that are both a mix of desert and grassland. Nah. What are we feeling? What are we? Oh, maybe that. Oh, do we want 3 Yankees or 2? Right. What's the biggest dinosaur in the group? Is probably Parasaurolophus, I suppose. Let's put 3 Yankees for now. Let's find our parasaurs. I think for the parasaur, I kind of want my beloved. No. Yeah, there. There we go. My beloved. Just need to find a colour. Can we do? My strike you's odd. Watching me. Oh, there we go. We have a bunch of these. I think they're a really nice colour. Okay, and then Orloro Titan was the last one, right? Orloro, what's the alphabet? Are these alphabetical? Yeah. Orloro Titan. There might be too many parasaurs. It's probably too many parasaurs. I'm going to kill 4 of them. I'm going to kill 3 of them. Orloro. Don't like that pattern. Just got to pick a cool beans one. None of you are cool beans. Oh, you're not. You're kind of funky looking. I'm going to double up on that one. Right, we need to get rid of some of these parasaurs. And the best way to do that, unfortunately, is this. So, goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye, and goodbye. Okay, I think we're done. It's not my favourite build. It's my least favourite build. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. This really was today a case of let's just get something done. I need like a big and more novel... Oh, can we connect? Not yet. Don't know how I'm going to connect. The monorail is going to go over, interestingly enough, the car track. I think that could look really cool. It's going to be like a triple layer kind of thing. At least the monorail works temporarily. Yeah, so you go through, the car goes over the top of you, the monorail goes over the top of the car. Might even move the monorail track so it's like... What we can do, we could do something pretty cool beans here, if you're into your beans. Personally, I am. Well, so actually, I'm not that big a fan of beans, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm thinking we can do is maybe try to like match. The problem is the monorail loves to go bendy, right? Loves it. Oh, don't connect though. Oh no. What I'm trying to do is something like this. Oh, it's actually straightening out along it. That's fantastic. It's gone a little bit funky, but that's okay. It'll require changes later, but like this proper triple layer, so you're walking along and the car's going to go over one layer and the monorail's going to go over the layer above it. It gives it a lot of verticality, which is something I'm always trying to get and find, and which I like quite. Actually, I don't hate this. It's growing on me slowly. I don't like the exhibit. I think this is really boring, but it is what it is. I don't hate the stuff around it. This I'm probably gonna have to move. That's a bit funky. The whole thing needs more decoration work, but I'm just not going to get the video done in time if I try to do it too much now. I will return to this in a slightly better mood. I will work on the area, try to make it all a little bit more interesting. And by the time we come back next time for the next video, next week, assumedly, this area will be completely done. I'll have done some struts for this and some decorations for the thingamajiggy, and we will be ready to rock with whatever we end up with next week, which could be the lagoon. Probably is going to be the lagoon, and then we'll do the other side of this area. I love these parasaur skins and this remodel. It's so good. It is a beauty. Why am I inside? I don't want to be inside you. It really is a stunner. Absolutely gorgeous. Hello, lovely. You're so cute. I mean, very inside each other. It's just... man, it looks great. I will say, perspectives like this make me like it a lot more. I think that double layer on the vehicles is going to look pretty cool. I think it's mainly, you know what my main problem with it is A, how flat it is, but B, it's really the texture. It's this colour on the map. The sand isn't nice looking, you know, it's not a beautiful tropical sand. I think that would have made a big difference how I felt about that exhibit if this was like a lighter sand. I'm hoping when we do some stuff to the lagoon, it's going to really change things as well. I'll throw some decos on there, throw some decos on there. It's going to come together. I'm feeling more optimistic about it in the last like 5 seconds. Okay. Okay. I think we have to ban grasslands next week. I think we've done 3 grasslands exhibits out of 4, so that's, I mean, it's going to be the lagoon anyway, so the lagoon isn't going to have a biome choice. We're just going to go crazy with the ruins and the kelp, but yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, God. Right, I need a weekend. So I will see you lovely folks very, very soon. By the next video, I will have this area finished and I'll have the monorail track worked on. The next terrestrial exhibit we do will be over here and we'll finish the track, so this whole area will be done. But next video, I think we'll do the lagoon, and we'll think of some cool ways to, we're going to build inside it, and then maybe some cool ways to do some stuff around here as well, and we'll do some cool boy things, basically. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Sorry about today. Bye-bye.